It's time for what, Josh?
Real Estate 101.
Real Estate 101. It's almost 1 o'clock every Wednesday. If you somehow see this, it pops up on your feed. If somehow we've tracked you down, found you, you're on Real Estate 101 with me, GTT, and today we've got none other than the prettiest version of the Weathers that I could find. Shawan Weathers. All right, it's 101. It's time to get serious. Today's show is, today I'm going to give a shout out to one of my good buddies, Mr. Scott Abernathy. He is my property manager, rentfrompmi.com. Brian Burns was a major hit. He just got on here. Major hit last week with our show, with him on here.
That was
an awesome show.
That was an awesome show.
Today, what we're talking about is how do you find value in a home? I'm going to break down 10 reasons, 10 ways, and you can also throw in your own way. And I'm going to get this party started. I think most of the time, the easiest way to justify value in a home is by square footage. Most people can justify square footage in a home. Is that clear what I'm saying, Rabbit? Mm-hmm. So like whenever you're talking to people, do they ever say, well, what is it per square foot?
Yeah.
So what that means in their mind, they can see what this house sold for per square foot. It's one of the easiest ways for them to make sense of value. But I'm going to talk, me and Rabbit are going to talk about 9 other ways that people can't always see value. Number 2, location. Where is a location, Rabbit, you feel like certain people will pay more money to be in this location?
Well, I definitely think if it's a school area that they want to be in, a particular school, if it's close to the interstate, I think that's really important. Maybe their job. So there's a lot of key factors that make location a really important part.
School zones are huge, especially like in the popular ones. People want to be in a certain couple of school zones. I don't know if I can say it. Do I get in trouble if I say it?
I don't think so.
Could get in trouble. Say it anyway. Say it, Josh.
Say it anyway.
Say it anyway. Well, I remember like new schools, when Siegel and Blackman first came out, everybody flooded those schools. And school zones in Oakland and Riverdale kind of got left behind. They lagged a little bit because everybody wanted their kid into these school zones and they were buying up more homes in those neighborhoods and values went up. So like the same neighborhood or the same house could be built in 2 different neighborhoods. One in Siegel might sell for $27,000 more than the one that was built in Oakland. It happened. And you know, if you were moving here and didn't know the school zones, it wouldn't make sense to you. Why is this home brand new? This one's brand new. Why does this one cost a little bit more?
Number 3, we have lot size. And that can be very important. That would be very important to me.
Why?
Personally.
Tell me why.
Well, because I like the country. I like to live out in the country, so it's very important for me not to see my neighbors.
So Harvest Woods, your neighborhood, Singleton Park, they're bigger lots.
Yes.
Harvest Woods is bigger lots.
Yes.
So people see more value in that. If they see more value in it, that means they'll pay more money for it.
Yes.
Number 4, I don't know if y'all can read my writing. Amenities. The reason why Brittany likes our house so much is the guy that built the house worked for Old South and he did the house the way he wanted to do it. So when you go in there, there's as many details on this house as you'll find in the other houses. And I like it that it's small because here's what happens. As we get older, we want to come back to one level living. How often do you go upstairs?
Never.
Why not?
I have no reason to.
But when you think of amenities inside of a house today, what's one you think of, Rabbit? I think everybody today expects granite. Maybe some people even expect quartz. Yeah. Quartz is a little bit. They all expect hardwoods, bathrooms, tile, showers. All these things are kind of expected now.
Yeah.
How nice is the inside of the house? There's hardwood. There's nicer lighting. There's nicer cabinets.
Separate tub, shower.
Ooh, yes. That's
Some
what I'm talking
nice
about.
Separate vanities in the bathrooms.
You know, Roy Fraser's right. At one time, indoor plumbing was a nice amenity. Hey, it wasn't that long ago. When you first
said amenities, I was thinking inside the house. I was thinking, okay. outside of water, lights, what else?
Well, you know, you go to some areas and indoor plumbing isn't an amenity. What about number 5? Outdoor living is something that people find a lot of value in, but here's the problem. Outdoor living is expensive, like porches, swimming pools, outdoor kitchens, all the outdoor fireplaces. Like an outdoor fireplace might cost $7,000. But they see it's easiest for them to see value on price per square foot. So you could have one house that's $130 a foot, and you could have another one that's $135 a foot, but it's got a lot of outdoor amenities. It's still hard for them to make sense of it.
Yeah.
You've got a cement pond, don't you?
I do, and I love it. But if I were to sell my house, someone else may not see the love in that.
They may not. That's a
It
problem.
might be a headache that they used to have.
That is a problem that, you know, for your amenities, they may be your treasure, but they may be their trash.
That's
So you are right about that. That's why it's so hard for people to see beyond price per square foot. But in our next home, the one reason why I'm looking around, Josh, is I'd like to have a swimming pool. I would love it if I could get in the pool, float around. I'd have like a real cool relaxing chair, place to put a drink. I'd get lucky in the pool, whether he wanted to get in the pool or not. And I'd relax. I could do it all the time. You do it a lot, don't you? You love the pool.
I do.
But I don't have one. Instead, I've got this patio and my neighbors from me to you, Ginger. And if I'm out there talking to Brittany or Nick, who is on the other side of me, the neighbors, hey, what? Huh? That's what it's like. Number 6, and this is more of a manly person, garage space. We've got a 2-car garage. Guess who parks in there?
Brittany.
Brittany, and the slingshot goes in there. I would love to have now here's the problem, our garage, it's getting full. And it's hard to get, well, Brittany's got these boxes in there. Nick's got his bike. I bought me and Brittany a bike that never gets used. They're sitting there now, it's getting harder and harder for us to get out of the garage. So a lot of people see value in garage capacity. Ryan Lee, what's up, my friend? A lot of people can make sense of a 3rd-car garage. Okay, well, whatever you do, a 3rd-car garage, you also get to add some square footage above it. But just on an outdoor garage, like a detached garage, they're probably $40,000 and there's no square footage, so it's harder for people to make sense of these things.
That was a really big deal for some last people that I had, was that 3rd-car garage. 2-car just was not enough for them, and they just had to have 3-car, and they got it.
Now, here's something that's going to be crucial as the market over the next year, it's eventually going to slow down because prices will insist that it does. Everybody keeps going up on their prices, okay? It's going to get to a point to where it gets harder to sell stuff. So what builders are going to have to do next is what are we going to start taking away to where we can keep selling the houses? That will happen. Number 7 is privacy. Cul-de-sac. Where's my house? So the one thing I really like about our backyard, it's not big, but it is private. We have planted trees, and it's like if you go back there, I go outside and pee every night off my back. And here's what's funny is my neighbor is 10 feet away from me, but they can't tell what I'm doing. I even want to do it during the daylight, and Brittany's like, get back in here. You can't do that. But nobody can see me, and that's really what I want. I want to be so secluded, I could walk around, and people can't see what I'm doing. I would love it if I was on a cul-de-sac that backed up to a tree line, and nobody was behind me.
Yeah.
Not that I walk around naked out there, but I just don't like when people can see what I'm doing.
Well, I think that's important to a lot of people. I think if they had the opportunity to buy a treed lot, or that would be their choice over a lot that was exposed. But all of our lots out in Singleton, all the treed lots, they're gone, except for one.
Ooh, what lot number? But a lot of people find a lot of value in privacy, where you can't see what I'm doing. I feel safer. I feel more confident. I can walk around. I can be me. So how do you put value on that stuff? Another thing is, I'm buying a place downtown Nashville. Did you know that? Okay, one of the ways there's value is it's a rooftop and I can see the skyline. How do we put numbers on? How do people make sense of this stuff? Number 8, bedrooms. Another reason why I'm buying this is it's got 4 bedrooms. But some people, they've got to have a certain amount of bedrooms. They're going to put value, like if Gracie said, Mama, I want to live with you forever.
Right.
And my kids want to live with you forever. And my husband needs to live with us forever. You're going to care about bedrooms, aren't you?
I'm gonna care about more than bedrooms. We got a lot of situations going on.
So as we get older, more and more people have a family or a mom or a dad that may move in with them, and now they need a second bedroom downstairs.
Yeah, or second master.
Second master. We don't do that because putting a whole nother master in there gets very expensive, and it also may be a little odd. You know, it's hard to just do that unless somebody comes along. But like I know a lot of times we've lost deals because the in-law, the mom, the dad didn't have anywhere to go. And people are like, well, hell, can't you go up there? My dad's 90. No, he can't go up there. My mom can't walk up those steps. But now, whenever we're building houses, we put 2 bedrooms down quite a bit. Because the people that are buying these homes are probably in their 40s, 45 to 50 years old. They need a place for their parents to come to. This is a way people find value. Number 9 is age. Age of the house, because is it dated? Does it need to be updated? If I see a house that I like and I go in, it's not updated. People that are buying, this is crucial, okay? They tend to double down on what it's actually going to cost to fix the house. They think in their mind it's going to cost a lot more and it's going to be a lot harder. And what this does is it kills their motivation. I don't want to do all that.
Yeah.
No. I want something move-in
Ready.
ready. So there's a reason why things that are brand new, they appreciate more than things that are older.
Right.
Now here's what we're seeing. How can you take an old house and make it new? You're seeing more and more of this stuff.
Yeah.
They're rehabbing these houses, and those are really cool. Me and Chris Graham right there, he's my buddy down in Destin.
Well, you know, there's a big deal in buying a newer home, especially if it's brand new, because you've got warranties.
Yep.
You know, your 1-year warranty and things like that to help you feel like more comfortable about buying something like that.
Yep, a lot of people like
Gives you a little more certainty.
Gives you a little more certainty. But me and Chris got a friend down there in Florida that the house he lives in, it's a little ranch home. It was completely torn down to the studs and then rebuilt. And if you go in this home that was probably built, it's on 30A. It was built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, somewhere in there. You go inside, it's like a brand new home. And those are cool. Those are very cool houses. Like, I would like to maybe one day have a house on Riverview Drive. And I would like to go in there and redo it because they got big lots. I like that side of town.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know where Riverview Drive is? Joey Richardson lives on Riverview Drive. And it's a street that has a lot of history. Back in the day, it's where the rich people lived. Have you ever heard of Riverview Drive? See, new people like you don't even know what it is, but there's streets in this town. Me and Steven did a show on this a few years ago. Top 5 streets in Murfreesboro. Riverview Drive, Cherry Lane, that Park Circle.
Yeah.
These streets have a lot of blue bloods. They're the blue bloods of town. Does that make sense? So they had this reputation. And Riverview Drive, to me, is one of those streets. I mean,
It's beautiful. Still is.
It still is gorgeous. You go over there, they're ranch homes. They're spread out. They've got big lots. They're wide lots. Number 10. This is something that's hard for people to get, okay? Because they see this home is 2,200 square foot. My home is 2,200 square foot. My home should sell just like theirs did. But their floor plan may have been better than yours, or it could have been worse than yours. But a lot of times people do not take into account their floor plan versus another floor plan. And today, people really, really, really like an open floor plan. If you've got a chopped up floor plan that's got little bedrooms and little closets and little bathrooms, it's not going to do as well as some of the floor plans today. So whenever you compare your home to somebody else's home, the appraised value has nothing to do with the market, what the market is going to give you for it. Because this may be just a better buy for somebody. More people may like this, whereas the market could say, I don't like this house. Even though there's more value there, I do not like the layout. I don't like this. I don't like the choppiness.
I think having that open concept, everything just looks bigger. Everybody can see each other. That's one thing I really like about having that open living room and
Gracie.
kitchen. You know,
Gracie.
it's like, hey Gracie, and you know, everybody can talk back. You've got a big group of people. They're great for entertaining and things like that. So yeah, I think it makes a huge difference.
Another thing that you don't think about is, I don't like 8-foot ceilings, and you go into some of those older homes and they've got 8-foot ceilings. I don't like that. All the newer ones on 9-foot plated ceilings. So
Yeah.
that makes it a lot better. But hey, if you've watched this, I really appreciate it. Share this stream. If you somehow catch this stream on your news feed, I'm Good Time Tommy. And my purpose, my intention is to be the one person that you turn to that's going to give you the most free real estate knowledge in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So everybody, I appreciate you watching. Rabbit, Shawan Weathers, I appreciate you jumping in here.
Absolutely.
And
Thanks
being
for
as
asking.
cool and smooth as you always are. So anybody that's a real estate agent, you're invited tomorrow to 228 Churchill Farms between 1 and 4. We're going to have a good time,
Do you
John.
have to be present to win any prizes?
No, you don't have to be present to win prizes, and we are going to have some hundreds of dollars in some gifts and baskets and things like
Thousands of dollars at least.
Zillions.
Thousands.
Zillions.
Millions of value, thousands of dollars. Everybody, have a great day.
that. Bye.